Welcome to Yoga Today. We are going to be working on constricting our lower back, squeezing our lower back, and then stretching our lower back, back and forth. The squeeze will help us to build some strength, and the stretch, of course, will help us to ease pain, lengthen those back muscles. So let's start in a child's pose or some version of child's pose. So you'll take your knees a little bit wider than your hips and sit back, reach your arms forward. Now you can see that my hips are fairly close to my heels. That may not be the case for you. You can be up a little higher and then reaching forward. This is more like a puppy dog pose, and it will feel great on your shoulders and chest. So that's upper back kind of area. So any way is just fine. Do what you can. A child's pose is going to lengthen these low back muscles. And you just want to start breathing in and out through your nose, slow and steady. Let's come up onto all fours. A very traditional sequence, cat and cow, is a wonderful way to squeeze and lengthen those muscles. So let's drop our belly down, let our shoulders roll back. This will compress the low back muscles and stretch the front of our body. Then exhale, round through your spine and lift the back. We'll tuck our chin under, we'll tuck our hips under, and we can feel that lengthening of the spine. Inhale, drop your belly down, send the gaze up. There's the squeeze again. Exhale, round through the back. Tuck your hips, tuck your chin. Inhale, arch, nice and slow so we can get a full range of motion. Exhale, round. One more, inhale. Exhale. Good. Come back to neutral and let's take it down onto our stomach. We're going to prop our hands, our elbows on the floor and pull our chest back. So our chest opens. This is opening up the front of the body, but it squeezes that back body again. You can feel the squeeze in the lower back muscles. The beauty of this pose is that the back doesn't have to work very hard. It's our forearms, our elbows, our shoulders that are pressing as we squeeze that lower back. So building some strength by staying in a supported, very supported pose. Just gaze down the bridge of your nose so you can feel the neck, no strain in the neck. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. We're going to go back to that child's pose. Let your knees open once again, a little wider, and sit back and stretch out those muscles. We'll be moving back and forth between squeezing and lengthening. Nice, let everything settle, everything relax. Then come forward once again. Take your belly down, and our hands are right where we want them to be. Pull your elbows back by your rib cage. Press into the floor. Inhale, a little cobra. Feel that squeeze in the back. Exhale, feel it release. 2 more times just like that. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Nice job. Press up onto your knees. Open the knees a little wider. Sit back. Child's pose. Lengthen out that back. Lengthen your head. Just drop your head down. Beautiful. One more breath. Inhale, come back up. One more sequence. Exhale, lower down. This time we're going to take our arms by our sides. Try lifting our legs and our back at the same time. So inhale, lift up. So our chest lifts and our legs lift, and we can feel that squeeze in the low back. This is building strength in the back. Sometimes our back gets sore because it's not strong enough and there's some weakness. So we'll build that strength here. Take one more breath. Inhale, exhale, lower down. Take your hands right by your rib cage. Lift up onto those knees, open a little wider. You know what's coming, a child's pose. One more time. Feel that lengthening of those muscles. It feels so nice to lengthen them after having squeezed so deeply through the back. Nice job. Good. Gently lift up and let's roll onto our back. Now let's be kind and gentle to our back with some squeeze as well. We're going to do both at the same time. So start with your knees bent, feet on the floor. Right away, we can feel that curve of a spine, so we want to push it down. Lift your hips just a little bit and then lower the hips back down to the floor. So there's a lengthening along that low back. This should feel really relaxed for the spine. And you can take your right knee into your chest and just hold it there for a moment. Presses that curve of the spine down even more. So this is really good lengthening of our back, right? Release that knee. Take the left knee into your chest and just hold it gently. Press down. Feels so nice. Pushing that curve of the spine into the floor. And then release it. Great job. Take your arms out to a T. So the palms facing the sky. And start to lift up one vertebrae at a time. This is bridge pose. So we are squeezing those low back muscles again, but at the same time, we're stretching out the upper back with our arms at a T and our neck on the floor. So you're looking straight up to the sky and you can feel that space in between your shoulder blades stretch out. We're stretching the front of the body and squeezing that back body one more time for good balance and strength. Inhale. Exhale, lower it down. Nicely done. Bring your knees into your chest, pull them in. This is gonna lengthen the low back once again, right? You can feel that. You can feel that low back lengthening. Good. Beautiful. We're gonna try it one more time. This time a little different with our arms. To get a little more chest opening, let's bring our arms by our sides. So you can either just press your hands into the floor or you can clasp your hands underneath. I'll demonstrate. Lift up. We feel that squeeze, squeeze, squeeze of the back. Take your hands underneath, clasp them together, or you're simply just pressing into the floor. Either way is fine. But either way, you are lengthening the front of the chest, opening up the front of the chest and pressing the hands into the floor so that you can feel that squeeze of the shoulder blades toward each other. They're squeezing together, feels lovely. Good, again, just keep looking up to the sky. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Let's come down, release. Beautiful. Now we need to lengthen those muscles. So again, pull your knees into your chest. I like to move around a little bit. You're welcome to do that as well if you want. Just feel that release through your back. Good. And we'll do one more squeeze of our back, this time in the form of a twist. So take your arms out to a T and let your legs drop down to the right side of your mat. And then you can turn your head over the left. This is squeezing, rotating, shifting these back muscles, all the while opening up the front. So I love twists because it's like we're releasing tension by squeezing, like our body is a dish rag. Twisting out pain, discomfort, any kind of awkward sensation in the body. Nice deep breaths, trying to get our body to relax and let go. Beautiful. Let's bring our legs back into the middle and let them float over to the right, or the left, the other side. And we've got that arm on the floor and we're squeezing once again. Now you can see the rotation of my back. Hopefully you're feeling the same thing in your body. Opening up the front of the chest area, rotating that lower back, curve of the spine. Squeezing one more time. But there's also some length, right? As we twist, we rotate, we lengthen this lower back area there. So it's still doing the purposes that we've set out to do, constricting and lengthening all at once. Twists do that together. It's a great partnership. Good. Come back to the center. Nicely done. Pull your knees into your chest one more time. It just feels nice to press the curve of the spine to the floor. And let's gently sit ourselves up. One more quick sequence, this time involving the hips. Our hips and our low back are closely connected to each other. So sometimes when the hips are tight, so is the low back. Let's see what we can do about that. Sit in a simple crisscross position. If you need to elevate yourself on a pillow or a blanket or blocks, of course that's fine. Let's take a breath together. Bring your arms by your sides. Inhale, lift up. This is lengthening the sides of our body. Exhale, fold forward. Now you can feel the hips and the back working together. I've got my left leg in front so I can feel my left hip a little deeper. You may feel either hip or both. And again, connected to that sacrum in the low back. So we're trying to release pressure and tension there. Let's walk our hands back up to the front. Nice job. Switch the leg that's in front. So this is now going to get our other hip. For me, it would be my right hip. Let's take a breath. Inhale, lift up, lengthening the sides of your body. Exhale, fold forward. We can feel that opposite hip. Right hip for me, but whatever works for you, it's just to notice the sensation and notice that length through the low back, a little squeezing sensation into the hips for release. Good. Gently lift up. Nicely done. Let's take one more breath together in unity. Inhale, lift up. Press your palms together at the top. Exhale, pull your hands through heart center. Thank you for this exercise together with me today, squeezing and releasing. I hope it eased some back strain. Namaste.